Got it.
topic which we were talking about.
Yes, please.
I was saying that while you were saying about the person in the beginning who is passionate,
Yes.
it is possible that a person is passionate in one thing, like obsessive about something, and not obsessive about something else. Like it's not as if it is in everything in life. Like
That's obvious. That's obvious. But one framework, if someone uh, has formed, that might affect in other areas of life. That's the suspicion. Because the depletion happens in a framework. You know, one could be
yes,
prone to have that obsession or the fixation in other areas also, if it is really happening. As you brought that point that it might not be happening as well. We don't deny that possibility, but if it is happening, because individual has to identify, we can do a ballpark estimation and guesswork. And as the practitioner of inquiry, we cannot conclude it that definitely it is happening. It might happen. It might happen with the kind of proposal he was making. So we did a guesswork perhaps. Yeah. Right. Now
and the
mirroring.
second guesswork that we are doing is that chances are, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chances are complete.
Chances are that if someone, if someone is obsessed about something, one thing in life, then that obsession, that the chances are that he is also obsessed in many other things in life, because his life is following that kind of framework.
Yeah, because of the interportability of the energy. You know, there is a rationale behind it.
Yeah.
It's the interportability of energy means one area, if you are depleting yourself, the energy is whole. Energy is interchangeable. It is not that. Are you able to understand this? Are you able to understand this? So that's why that guesswork is not a kind of blind assumption, but with a rationale of understanding the interportability of energy in each and every work. If you deplete in one area
because
of
there is
life,
lack of energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we cannot separate that this energy is for this work, this energy is for this work. We cannot separate that way.
Yeah.
Fragmentation is not possible.
So most of the actions will be low energy actions.
Yeah, could be. If he has framed that framework within him, that loop, that vicious cycle, that he has to identify, or she has to identify, whoever the individual is. Yeah. Now on the topic of please, Anshu.
Oh, I also feel, sir, that even if a person is not perfectionist, if he's giving up his obsession, he can do the work even better than how he was doing, energy than he had earlier, and he will be more creative than before.
Yes.
Yeah. Was he able to convey properly? I don't
yes,
know.
yes, but that's not the objective of the inquiring route. But yes, that could be a possibility for sure.
Yes.
I see just 6 people in the gallery view. I don't know why. Only the video people show, non-video. Okay, got it. Right. So I was about to rename Rajeshwari. It's a mistake. Right. Yeah, Shilpi. Yes, Dr. Dubey. Right.
Yes.
Now, on the topic of mirroring, if we try and understand what is mirroring. See, primarily we were talking about the fragmentation, that energy cannot be fragmented, that I cannot fragment some portion of energy and keep it aside for some specific work. It is all connected. It's all connected. Now, when we endeavor to understand the truth, the whole truth, that time, if we fragment a portion of it, we can never go in the path of knowing the truth. Having said that, I once again repeat that knowing is a possible thing, but to know the whole truth is impossible. Knowing this fact, we have to proceed with that path of knowing, that we can never know the whole truth. But definitely in this progression of the knowing, if we fragment a part of the truth and give it more importance or less importance, then definitely that journey is hampered towards the whole truth. Am I audible? At my end,
Yes, sir.
all the videos are
Yes, sir.
frozen. Maybe the internet is not supporting, but if it is audible, then just respond. Yeah,
Audible,
Shilpi,
sir.
yeah, Shilpi,
Yes, you're audible.
are you
But I think
able to
there is a
understand?
lag.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think there's a lag here. I'm not finding.
Right, Shilpi. So
Yes, I'm able
could
to
you-
understand.
could you
sir.
understand this fragmentation? Suppose I'm trying to understand this
Yes.
bottle. This is the whole truth. This is the whole truth. Now I am fixated on this one bobby, one circle, and I am finding that this portion is the whole truth. Can I ever know the whole truth? Answer is no, because this is a fragmentation that I am making, and I am focusing on this, and I am considering that this is the whole bottle. This one circle is the whole bottle. The same way, when we try and understand someone, understanding means it is not in accordance to him. Understanding is a whole chunk. It's a whole truth for that individual. Now, in accordance to him is a portion of the truth being interpreted by him. So it is called fragmentation from the whole unity.
Kalyan, when you were saying whole truth, can you just help us understand that with an example? While I can relate, but maybe an example would make it sharper.
Yeah. So suppose one person is maybe phobic of something, is having water phobia or any kind of fixation for that matter. Now that fixation, if you try and understand why that fixation has come, and you listen to that individual and buy the proposal of that individual at the deeper level, that you justify his fixation, can you be ever understand the whole fixation? Because according to him, the fixation is justified. But being a rational person, being an inquiring person, you identify that fixation is unnatural. This is the whole truth. Are you able to relate on this? Or any specific example?
So, Kalyan, if I may just think aloud,
Yeah, please.
even when I say that he is fixated with a part, and not the whole, somewhere there is a sense of opinion
No,
that seems to
fixation is not an opinion. If someone is fixated, it's not opinion means you are saying that fixation is good or bad. But when you are seeing that
No.
one individual is in a loop of some particular behavior or particular understanding or particular consideration, that's a mathematical vicious cycle. That's a mathematical identification. It's a fact identification.
Sir,
No,
can I continue on your example
yeah, little
like, so
later,
that we
little
can-
later. Rajeshwari, could you identify this one?
Kalan, I'm just again thinking that is there a way that instead of identifying the person is in a loop, is there a way that I can try and just see that whole, which possibly can be universal for everybody, which is where, you know, from where anything, any kind of so-called fear, phobia, hatred, or any such strong emotions, what is the truth of these emotions, what is the, you know, that somewhere these emotions are expressions of, which may appear as whatever name we may want to give, fear, hatred, whatever, or pain or whatever, but is coming from a urge to actually be in a state of balance, to kind of shed that which is throwing the person off balance, to shed that energy. So when I get angry on, or somebody gets angry on me, if I can look at that, if I can discard the aspect of the anger and try to see the whole, which is that this action or this behavior is coming out of something which is very universal. What is the universal possibility? That the person is trying to bring himself to a state of balance.
Agitation.
I'm not saying he is achievable. We're not even, sorry?
The state of agitation, you're saying?
Yeah, basically that agitation is coming because he's been thrown off the balance. So the agitation is an attempt to go towards balance. And if perhaps if we look at this, then this is something which I can universally apply to everything. When I see a person in fear,
Oh, wait,
fear is an expression.
Rajeshwari, I'll request you to hold there. So you're saying that agitation is a way of bringing balance by that individual? Are you proposing that?
No. I'm saying he is not even aware of it, but by it's a mechanism which the body or unknowingly is getting into a trigger by throwing that out, so that there is a momentary state of I don't know how to put the exact word, but if I would say a momentary,
Relief,
it's not
relief.
actually the, yeah, relief is the right word. Yes,
Mhm.
relief is the right word. A momentary relief.
Yeah, okay.
Which he is not realizing all this. But as a person on inquiry, can see that it's a process of momentary relief which the person is trying to get into. When he is in that bout of anger, or he's in that fearful mode, or because that's exactly what it is, right? There is an imbalance that has happened. And the expression of the emotion led by these, the sensations leading to the reaction or the action or behavior of the individual is actually giving him an understanding that this will bring me into some kind of relief mode or balance. It is his understanding.
No, why are we discussing
Am
this?
I coming through?
Yeah, I understand why you're coming.
Because instead of, if we were to identify that he is in a loop, which can over a period of time maybe create a feeling inside me about like I become an expert of loop identification in others. It becomes my habit to अच्छा ये तो loop में है. So a thought trigger which is more
No,
on
no,
a
ये तो
side of
loop में है. ये तो loop में है. Is it a demeaning comment or an identification?
no, it's an identification, but over a period of time, it can become a mechanical nature of my thought process.
So any kind
But
of
if I am
emotion.
driving this thought process,
Mhm.
but
Any
if I'm
kind of
driving this thought
emotion
process to see
outburst.
the whole,
Yeah, any kind of emotional outburst,
Mhm.
be it hatred, be it aggression, be it fear. What could be the reason other than ideated sensation forming a loop? What could be the other reason?
Sir,
no,
most
that is there. That is there. There is no denial about that. It is an ideated, but this is not something that at that point. So what I'm trying to say is that a certain sense of green love emanates in me, arising from the fact of not seeing it that it is a lack of. I mean, it is ideated emotions, but instead, I'm able to see that in that moment, for that moment, the outburst is a result of the person's natural or body system or mental system to just find temporary relief through these outbursts. I'm not here saying that this allows us or the person any justification. I'm just trying to say that we are going beyond the person's behavior and action and seeing that there is some discomfort there.
Okay,
And
this is one example of going beyond that person's interpretation. This is one example. Shilpi, can you identify this? The example that Raji is bringing, this is one example how we can go beyond the interpretation, understanding something extra, and there is no end to this something extra and something extra and something beyond.
Exactly.
Yes. Because we can never know the whole truth.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, Meenu, you were saying something. Stop.
Yeah, what I was proposing is that when Shilpi's question was like when someone is, we identify that someone is in a loop of ideated emotion, how do we respond? What should we do? That is what like she was asking. So like first we need to watch what is our processing, our internal emotion in that situation first, and after that like probably what Rajeshwari has also mentioned, there are many like ways of trying to understand this ideated emotion. So lots of questions, for example, like why do you think that this is going to help you in doing something, whatever the situation is, because that can be one way of understanding. Like she was asking what is mirroring. So mirroring is understanding all the different angles from which that emotion person, we may or may not like agree with it, like know it. Am I able to explain?
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm just trying to understand that when I do this within that situation from that person's perspective and various and the other perspectives that are coming to me, what happens after that?
Yeah, so what happens in the sense like,
I
You-
want to say something here that
Yeah.
mirroring in the first place, this is my understanding. Mirroring in the first place we do when someone does something which is triggering some sensation inside me. That is when we do. I feel so. If someone somewhere is doing something and if it is not triggering any emotion in me, I'm anyway not going to do any mirroring. Right. So, are you getting what I'm saying? Sense.
I'm just trying to
I'm
understand
getting
because,
what you're saying, Anshu.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
I also
Yes,
couldn't
I'm
hear properly. But
Yeah, so what I was
What
saying is,
Anshu is saying is that only when someone, sorry, Anshu, can you repeat it
yeah,
by yourself?
what I was saying is, I'm telling in the right direction. So mirroring in the first place we do only when someone does something and is not triggering anything at all inside me. I'm anyway not going to do mirroring.
Probably
Is
it's the
that
other
so,
way
or
around,
it's the
Anshu.
reverse? Yeah, it's the other way around. If it is not generating any sensation within me, is when I will be able to do the mirroring.
Okay.
yes, Anshu, I fail to understand your
okay. That
proposal.
is also one thing.
I fail to understand your proposal. You are proposing that mirroring is a goal-oriented aspect. Like only when I feel heard, then only I'll be mirroring, otherwise I'll not. Are you proposing that?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, that is what I said. Not exactly that, but what I said is if someone is doing something and if it is triggering some sensation in me, only then I'm going to do mirroring.
Mirroring is your state
No.
of being. In the path of inquiry, mirroring and inquiring is
Yeah,
synonymous.
so-
Synonymous.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Synonymous.
Okay.
Without mirroring, you will not be able to inquire. How can you
So as
strive to know something without mirroring?
Okay.
How can
Maybe
you?
I was not getting mirroring correctly. So good that I asked this. I put
Yes,
this
yes,
point because I was
yes.
getting lot confused in this discussion. Yes. Yeah.
So mirroring is a way
Yeah,
of understanding the
get it,
things.
yes.
Mirroring is a way of understanding the things. We understand anything in a better way. There is no end of understanding, but if we understand something in a better way, in a deeper way, we actually see ourselves in that particular entity, be it a static entity or a dynamic entity.
Okay.
But unless we see ourselves in that entity, we will not be able to understand that entity. Can we identify the meaning of
But that-
inquiry?
sorry.
Yeah, Shilpi, please go on.
but that entity himself or herself may not be seeing all the perspectives.
So we are not
is
dependent.
what you are saying.
We are not
We
dependent.
are mirroring, right?
We are not dependent how that individual is
Yes.
or how that individual is behaving. Our mirroring is not dependent on that. We are ever mirroring as an inquiring person. As inquiring people, we are ever mirroring irrespective of that individual, how that individual is. Be a scientist or a rapist or my
Mirroring
beloved.
ourselves in that sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
So we are mirroring ourselves, patient, not as that person. When we are a witness, then we are trying to see the whole perspective, like the whole, the overall from everybody's perspective. So the mirroring is to the situation and not to the person. Is that how I should?
Your network is going up and down. I'm not
Uh,
able to hear you properly.
Kalyan sir,
Yeah, is it my
so
network?
stop your audio, sir. Video, sorry.
My video?
Stop your video, maybe.
Yeah, I've stopped my
Yeah.
video.
Now say
Is it better?
something.
Yes.
Yeah, is it better?
Yes.
Right, right. Yeah, so Shilpi, Shilpi, can you repeat? Because I couldn't hear your last two sentences, 2-3 sentences.
So, as I'm understanding, what you're saying is that the mirroring is to the situation and not to a person. So it's almost like being that circumstance. Uh, so that you see that person's perspective and you try and see as many different approaches that are there in that scenario. So, am I right?
I'm not sure if the understanding is explored that way. It is not about the situation. It is not about the person, but holistically, when you are finding any entity as a part of the whole and trying to understand it at the deeper level, not in accordance to any perspection, any specific perspection, neither yours nor of that individual.
Sir,
Hello.
so why are we discussing what is mirroring?
No, because
No, I
of
think
the question. Because
What
of
we
the
are
question.
actually doing right now is mirroring, right?
And I actually, it is important for me also to
I
understand what is
mean,
mirroring.
what I mean to say is what we are doing right now, talking to each other, understanding what
Yes.
everybody is saying, that is what is mirroring.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so-
This is one example.
Terms like,
This is one example of mirroring, obviously. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Dubey,
So
you
how
are
is
saying
mirroring
One
different
second,
from inquiring?
I want to say one thing, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Please.
Yes.
Because I think my whole understanding of mirroring was very different. So now when I hear all this, is mirroring just trying to understand any situation or person or whatever?
Trying, Anshu.
Is it what in simple words?
That trying, if you remove,
Yeah.
then that is mirroring is
Okay.
understanding.
Inquiring to understand.
It's an effortless
Yeah.
extension of yourself to everything around, not necessarily only people. It could
Beautiful.
just be, it could be with a tree.
Sir,
It could be with
I wanted to say,
yes.
mirroring is not something a non-verbal understanding of the person and situation around you. Non-verbal understanding of the things. You are watching closely and trying to understand the things which is happening around. That is one important short form of mirroring.
You mean beyond verbal explanation? That's what.
Yeah,
That's what.
if needed,
non-verbal.
yes,
Yeah.
verbal.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
yes,
what you
if
meant
needed,
as
verbal,
non-verbal.
But first, yes, yes.
Meaningful.
Non-verbal, first you have to understand the things around what is happening. If needed, you say. If not needed, just see the things. Sir,
So how is it different from
Sir,
inquiring?
It is inquiring.
Yes, you are inquiring the things.
is not
if
different.
needed, you can. Yeah, this is
It is the
inquiring.
same.
It is same. It is same, Shilpi.
Okay. Great.
It's a form of.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So then going back to the
fact, this-
question of it's sorry,
Yeah, Binal, you were saying something?
Bimal, you're saying something?
It reminds me of one of the inquiry group meetings we had where you had mentioned about one circle and there was one part of it which was like knowing and the other was relating. So knowing would be that green love, wherein it's for our own internal homeostasis. And the relating, which is the
Association.
associating, is the full-fledged mirroring or the associating.
No,
So I think
associating is full-fledged
green
mirroring.
love,
Associating is full-fledged mirroring, you are saying?
yes.
Or was it the other way around?
It should be the other way around.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
other way around.
I
green
mean, I
love
remember
is
it
the
as
mirroring.
understanding and relating.
Association is a momentary conclusion that we make in our lives. That's a special attention that we give, right? That's a fragmentation that we do, knowingly that we do.
Was the small circle relating, Beenal?
So, sir, I just want to ask one question here. Is there a possibility of something like while we are discussing what is inquiry and what is mirroring, is any one a subset of the other, or it is exactly the same?
Mirroring is the superset of whole of the understanding. Without mirroring, the understanding cannot proceed. Without mirroring or the inquiry,
Inquiry
both
and mirroring, sir.
are the synonymous. So without these, we cannot proceed our understanding process. I'm not sure
So for
if the network is.
example, if I want design,
We can hear you, sir.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear.
Yes,
I'm
Rashi, you're audible.
Okay, so yeah, Kalyan, I was just asking if I have to mirror a criminal who is a rapist
Yes, yes.
or a murderer, how do I mirror them?
I mirror them without demeaning his act, just identifying that it is an unnatural act. Demeaning means there is no sensation by seeing that individual within me, without denying the fact that he has done an unnatural act.
Okay.
Can you understand this?
So we can mirror, yeah, I understand. So we can mirror anybody, whether they are rational or irrational, but we can identify the irrationality or the rationality behind it.
Yes, yes. And without demeaning or discounting or appreciating,
Yes.
applauding that
Yes.
individual.
Yeah, especially if they are irrational in what they are sharing with us.
Yes.
We cannot judge them on that, but we identify that they are surrounded by irrationality.
If I may just add to this point, because I think I myself as well have questioned on this part, and what I reached an understanding was that, or rather a constant approach towards it, is that even the guy who must have whether raped or murdered, he must have hurt himself to the extent of the amount of that obsession or that hurt in him to inflict something like murder on someone needs a certain severe. So the loop, or that must have caused, that the thought process that must have caused must have already, I mean, he's already in so much of pain, and that pain he releases as a momentary relief in the form of that act. It is not about justifying the act. It is about being able to see it very without any tagging it, without any adjectives, without any what do you say, conclusions or opinions about it, to see that it is, if I just see that it is an act, if it's just like if I am tired, I choose to rest. If I just look at it very objectively, then that is what the act represents. It's not a justification for the behavior. Again, I'm just wanting to repeat
But does that really relieve?
So,
No, I'm talking about the individual, not for
Raji,
us.
sorry,
talking about-
Rajeshwari.
That
It doesn't,
individual
but
also.
it is his, no, see, he's reached a pinnacle, and for that moment of act, it is momentary. He is not in a process of being able to question all that.
Or is
We have
it
to
just
understand
very
that he's already so
unconscious?
enervated that,
Is it just very unconscious?
so the word unconscious itself means that he's so enervated, right? Which is why he doesn't have conscious energy to inquire or think. It's a amazing understanding when it happened,
It
occurred
could
in
also be
me,
a
that there is
stimulated.
nobody.
It could be
Yeah, sorry,
a
go ahead.
stimulated action because of which all the energy is being diverted in that. So it's not only like
Yeah, so all these what
Yeah,
we are discussing, is a part of mirroring. We are exploring the possibilities. We are not concluding anything while understanding the state of one criminal, as it was raised as a question. Rashi, are you able to frame it? How to mirror a criminal?
Yes, yes. Basically, non-judgmental.
Not
Like
concluding
knowing of-
finally, but also
Yeah.
exploring all the possibilities. Yeah, I think few seconds are left for this session.
Yes.
Yeah. So great. I think we have to conclude. Only few seconds are left. So we'll continue our conversation next week also. And this Friday, those who are interested, Basabdi or Rajeshwari, Friday will be having the RFP, Rationality Facilitation Program group meeting. You are welcome if you are interested to join. You can join the conversation. That might be having few specific discussions, but you may find it's interesting. 7 p.m. to 8:30 is the timing.
Sure. Thank you.
Right.
Sure,
Yeah.
Kalyan.
Yeah, Dr.
Thank
Dubey
you.
also, those who are not part of the RFP. Yeah.